don't forget, a stock that falls already 80% can fall another 80%. At some point, there will be a technical bounce back. Like, history never repeats, but it has patterns, okay? Beyond Meat, Peloton, Tesla. Just now I started to sell everything. Could I sold for 60 and be, much richer than now? Of course. But who knew? Who knew that we will have such a crash? My average price for Spce is now almost 11. Welcome to your most favorite show on the universe, Virgin Galactic Fridays, long awaited. I got so many messages and we get
follow me on Instagram.
All of those questions, okay? We will talk about the market. We will talk about the market cycles. We will talk about Spce dropping below $6. We will talk about that I'm going all in Spce. And we are talking about the overall, let's say, emotional stock reaction to Spce, and what many are asking and slowly losing faith into the company. But it's not specific to Spce, it's about the overall market. We will talk about day trading, we will talk about the stock chart. So stay tuned, because this is maybe, since many months, the most important Virgin Galactic Fridays, okay? And I just, as a reminder, there's a link into the description. The price will raise for my X10 day trading, guys, okay? And 5 seats are left, okay, for May, before we raise the price again, and every time after, because it's just the ultimate tool that you can have right now in this choppy waters. So without further ado, let's dive in. Holy moly! And I'm not talking about the dance enhancement powder that you can swallow and you're in a good mood. I'm talking about the markets. Let's dive in first into the markets to explain the overall picture, okay? The S&P 500, since about mid of March, just doesn't stop to fall, okay? So we see 4,600 levels, then we saw 4,400. We saw 4,200, we saw 4,000 breaking, and now we are somewhere around 3,900, and it seems that we drop even to 3,850. What does it mean for the overall market? Well, at some point, there will be a technical bounce back, okay? And a lot of this is based on market cycles, okay? Everything in the world is based on cycles, okay? Life cycle, economical cycles, right? Boom, greed, crash, like kind of spring, and again, okay? And in economic cycles, you see that those, if you look backwards, are pretty accurate, okay? And let me tell you the following, and I'll show you the following. Look at this graphic. This is a market cycle that exactly predicted that last year was their highs of the highs, okay? And you remember Bitcoin at, $70 almost, S&P 500 almost an all-time high, and then we start to drop. And if you're looking now zoomed in into the second graphic here, you see that the current market cycle shows a kind of bottom now sometime in May. And we should see kind of recovery into June. But is the worst over? No, absolutely not. And that's why you should be careful going now all in. I will tell you exactly how I do it now, okay? Now, first of all, you will see like a recovery into the summer before the big dump, the final capitulation. And we didn't saw it yet. Many retail investors saying, oh, I will sell now, doesn't make sense, But this is not capitulation. This is like retail capitulation. Then there is hedge fund capitulation, where the hedge fund, because they are over leveraged, they need just to pay all the money back to banks, whatever. And then you have the institutional capitulation. So I think towards the end of the year, maybe September, October, with the seasonality of the stock market, those are the worst months anyway. Financial crisis, for example, started in September. And then we should see maybe a recovery in 2023, okay? So what I'm doing, okay, think about it. In terms of space, let's have a look into space, okay? If we are looking into space, you are seeing that it also followed the overall market, okay? It recovered a little bit to 11, but then since 11, we lost about 51%, okay? Obviously, because we have geopolitical tension, the war next to Europe, we have rising rates, we have reducing of the balance sheet, we have very low volume into the market, which gives us the crazy spikes. And all of that is obviously heavy on the market, because the market was basically on steroids the last 2 years, okay? The Fed was pumping, people saw the greed in them, you know, everything went up. You saw all of that pumping everything. Virgin Galactic, things like having a tremendous potential put on the price targets that it should reach just in a couple of years, it reached in months. And obviously, as higher it goes, at lower it can fall, okay? So what goes very high also goes very low, okay? So don't forget, a stock that falled already 80% can fall another 80%, okay? So it's nothing said that we have the bottom here, but slowly, because the market cap of the stock is around $1.4 billion, but they have around $1 billion in the bank, or 1.2, I don't know the exact number, but basically at some point we will reach most probably the valuation lower than the cash in the bank. Obviously, you know, 50 million is getting burned every now for the operation every quarter, as we saw in the last earnings, but still they have a big cushion. Shamas, chapeau to Shamas. I know people don't like him, but he prepared this company perfectly for this downturn, okay? So let me tell you that raising money in this market is very hard. So they did that already. Very smart, because they have very experienced people. Richard Branson, Shamas, you know, all of these people lived through different cycles, through crash. So they said, okay, you know, Fed is rising, and I said this also in a second video a couple of months ago, or even 2 years ago. I said there's one thing I'm very scared of: if the Fed will raise rates. This was the pop of the dot-com bubble. This was the pop of the housing market. It's so, like, history never repeat, but it has patterns, okay? And I lived through a couple of them already, so I'm prepared, okay? My average price for Spce is now almost 11, okay? And now, just now, I started to sell everything what I had in other stocks, you know, like Beyond Meat, Peloton, Tesla, and so on. Even it was not that much, but I can now slowly buy into this lower price. And guess what? At some point, even when Virgin Galactic reached like $3, which is possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. I don't know where is the bottom, okay? But let's say it reached to 3, and my average price will be 4. And there will be a cycle again where we will go higher. And now let's just take a magical number. I'm not saying that I have this much of a stock, but let's say I have $1 million into Virgin Galactic at $3. Let's say it goes only to $6, okay? In 2025. I just made $1 million just like that, okay? So this is my game plan. It was from the very beginning, okay? And yes, could I sold for 60 and be, you know, much richer than now? Of course. But who knew? Who knew that we will have such a crash, okay? So, however, the takeaways here. Market cycle can really crazy predict where the stock market is going. Averaging down was from the very beginning my master plan. We are having now a crazy sell-off that will be followed in the summer by a rally. And then you have to understand the following. People say, oh, now the sell-off is over, now getting back, buying the dip, and then it starts sell again, and then, finally the people will say, oh, this doesn't matter, where's the bottom, right? And this is where the final sell-off is happening. This is, for example, the bottom of the financial crisis was somewhere in, if I'm not mistaken, in March 2009. Okay, so just to understand. So why I now, because people say, oh, now you are day trading. Guys, I read about 200 books on finance. I bought my first stock with 15 years old, okay? Now I'm double that age. So I have a certain experience, and I just saw in the end of last year, I saw it a little bit coming. So I started to research what are the best strategies, and I now develop a strategy that I'm sharing with hundreds of people, and they are making so much money. You should follow me on Instagram, please, because I'm sharing those gains there, what I'm thinking, my thoughts, really. Here's my Instagram, follow me there, and make sure to check it out. Maybe it's for you. I know it's a lot of money. It's 847, but we are raising the price over time. There will be never discounts. There's just 5 seats left for that. But it's a tool that can make you money on the side. And even Paul Tudor Jones, one of the biggest billionaires out there trading for decades, says the next 5 to 10 years, you are the best with trading, because the inflation is not something that will go away tomorrow. It will take time. We saw it in the 1970s, okay? There's the 80-20 rule, okay? If you focus on the 20% that makes you 80% of the revenue, then just switch it. So that's why I don't post so much, because it's super extensive. I'm super focused with a group of really people that want to change their life, they want to make financial freedom. And I think now it's the time, because as soon as we reach some kind of bottom, you take that money and then you can buy the dip, and then you make generational wealth, okay? And this is the master plan. So whoever talks negative, I'm laughing. You cannot hurt me, guys, okay? You can say whatever. If I'm a clown or pump the stock, whatever. If you say that thing, that means that you are not educated. So look at my videos, guys. Obviously, price target change to market conditions. If you put so much money and time into your own education and always be at the same point in life and not changing, you're doing something wrong, okay? Use the tools that are out there. It's super easy. I can teach you how. And now let's see what the chart of Virgin Galactic does before I say thank you for the weekend and have the best weekend ever. I'm a super positive person, guys. I'm very optimistic in general. I know you have to ride the waves. Now it's the hardest financial market that I have ever seen. But now, if you can manage that, then you will be very, very wealthy, okay? I've been there. I've been like you. I, put money into Tesla, and, I lost 70% of my life savings. But then I knew long-term is the game, and it recovered, and Corona came, and, this was the best whatever happened to Tesla. So I believe that, we are now at super discounts, and if you have companies that will execute, then there's a certain certainty that the stock will also rebound. So let me know what you think, and let's dive into the chart. Nothing that can support it right now. We broke through literally we broke even the chart here, right? So the RSI levels indicate that we are super oversold with the RSI levels at 26. The last time it was basically in the beginning of 2022 that we saw this kind of levels. Then we saw a slight bounce back, but in the current market setup, we broke through the 50 moving average. We are way below the 200 moving average, which is a good thing, right? As more as we go lower with that, as soon as we break through, this can have a nice rally here. But anyway, so this chart shows you just the extreme where we was in the whole market, okay? And other growth stocks, look absolutely the same. You have the bubble, then it bursts, and then you see way lower numbers. and then you recover again. This is just how market works, right? Market cycles. So let me know in the comments if you want to have any questions. I try to get to them all. Consider X10 day trading, and here's the trader for your consideration, and would look forward to trade with you to make some money in this market. It's possible. It's easy. It's basically copy and paste my trades. It's a vibrant community. So check it out and see you tomorrow. Hi, I'm Danny. I'm also known as Wolf of Dubai, and I'm the most watched stock investing YouTuber in the whole Middle East. And I'm also a Guinness World Record holder, but this is not the topic today. The day trading strategy, which I made 466% in 2 months, is the topic.
No financial advice.
And if you can operate a phone, then this is for you. You don't need any technical knowledge. You don't need any knowledge at all. You just need to copy and paste my trades, which take you 2 minutes every other day.
Danny, let me take it from here.
Okay, let's go.
X10 day trading. X10 day trading is the easiest winning strategy for everyone. 15 short online course videos to learn this strategy in 1 day from anywhere in the world. Access to Discord chat group with all other members with 100% transparency. Our jewel is the Discord alert chat group for all trades to just copy and paste. Start with as low as $1,000 in the beginning. X10 day trading is influenced by macroeconomic expert opinions with more than 30 years experience, 100 years of stock market statistics, and the best technical traders worldwide. Plus, a few other factors that is our secret sauce. Step-by-step process for people who never bought a stock or trade before. Worldwide available for people with no time. Day-to-day job or daily commitments with few minutes time effort only. All previous trades that achieved a 466% profit in 2 months are documented with screenshots in the Discord chat group. Most probably the fastest way to financial freedom. X10daytrading.com